Hi, this is Lakshay. Welcome back to Coding Casually. And today's topic is how you can automate data entry job or data entry tasks through VBA forms. So this video will be for people who are getting themselves into VBA forms or trying to learn VBA forms or are basically beginners in VBA or using user forms through VBA. So in this video, what we will do, we will try to make sure that we use user forms through VBA or basically through basically on Excel only, and we'll try to make sure that the data entry job gets streamlined and becomes a little bit of automotive in structure. So what I meant here is, suppose on this one I write name of the customer and write units booked, and here I say phone number and product that they want to book. So what you can do here is either let's make it a bit more um, flashy, right? So let's do a line color as well. I'll go with white, and I will make it like this. Okay, so now suppose if you have a data entry person and you want to put data here, so what he will try to do is he will try to do this or probably this or probably this one also, and so there are many things that a person can do. He might put data here and then he might put data here, so there is no streamlined version of the same. So I'm just showcasing you a very light one, basically doesn't have much of the headers. So suppose let's add more headers, so I can write region, or probably I can write service also. Let's go with the same. Okay, so now this is a big form, not that big form like DHL and others use. So it's a small one. I'm sure that you would be able to get a gist of it. So now what you can do here is, suppose if you have an Excel sheet like this, you can press Alt F11 and you will be on the IDE where you can develop such things. So what you need to do here is you need to go on to user forms, and you'll see user form options here and its properties here. So this user form, this specific name doesn't define what is written here. What it defines is basically how you would address this widget. So there are many possibilities and many ways you do it, but for the sake of this example, just because it's for beginners and who are getting into user forms, to remove this name and put something of your own, you can write data entry window. Right, so you'll see data entry window here, and now our job is related to something that needs to be put here, right? So what we can do is we can draft or basically make a text box here and another one here. Control C and Control V should work. Control C and Control V, it is working. Let's put it over here, a little bit down, then here, then here, or rather here, and then here, and then here. Right, so totally depends how you want to put. I will again rearrange the same, just because I think that that will be a better way to represent, uh, because see, what when you're developing such things, it should be user should not be you should always be happy while using your applications or what you have developed. So basically what this means is basically text box one. Again, I said that how you address is something that name would be considered as, or basically focused as. So we would say that this is name of customer, right? Sorry, custom. All right, okay, and this is going to be units booked, and this is going to be phone number. I'm pressing enter to move ahead, and this is going to be product, this is going to be region, and this is going to be service. Okay, and now we need to make sure that anything which is here goes here. So for that we would import a button called punch. So we will say punch, right? Okay, and now we don't need this much of area, we can elude or basically remove this. We will try to add another thing which is a helper label with for us. we will write it as counter. Okay, so now what I would suggest you is take a notepad. I'm just making it quite smooth for you. This is name of the customer. You copy, you paste. Similarly, like this, you can copy and paste. Do a copy and paste. This is also going to be here. This is also you're going to copy and paste along with this one. So now you know what's the name of these text boxes, and you also know the name of this one as well. This is something that you would not have to worry about, because anything which goes for a code for this product or for this development, it will go here only, so you would not need to remember the name of this one. Right, you can have the visibility of the same as false, just because we don't want user to see this counter. It's my way of working. You can also make you can make it visible, that is up to you. So now how the user will be able to identify what these mean. So we will try to add a label, and in this label we'll write same name of the customer. We can write it over here, name of customer, and this can have, or basically this can have like this, and we can copy and paste the same and then place it here, and we can place it here. Let's copy and paste again, paste here. I'll change the name of the labels, basically the caption, don't worry about it. We will paste it here. Okay, so now this is unit booked. We will write unit booked. Similarly, we will do for all these. This is phone number. Let's do it quite fast. Phone number. This is going to be what? Product. So we'll write product here. And this is what? Region. We will write region. And this is going to be service, so we will write service. Okay, so now we have the things all under control, and now what we do, we will copy and we will paste, and we will write dot value. You have to copy this, paste, 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 paste. Now all the job is, most of the job is done. So now what you need to do is you have to identify where you need to put the name of the customer, unit books, and it's all there in the header. So you can write range A, and just forget about this one. We will add later on, but we would write counter number. Okay, so this is going to be thing. We will write value. So what we are trying to say is that range this will equals to this. So similarly, I'll do here, I'll do here, 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 and here. I've missed out on this one. So this is going to be A, unit book will go into B, phone number will go into C, product will go into D, and this will be E, and this will be F, right? Okay, so now what do you mean by counter number? So what I mean by counter number here is the one that I showcased. So this is counter for us. We will do a caption and we will multiply with 1. So what I'm trying to say is, just because it's a caption, always accept text. This is how we explicitly convert the same into integer. So now we have the counter number. Just because this is sitting on A and this is 1, so we would want plus. So what you can do here is into 1, and then this will basically give us 2. However, what we need to do is we have to make sure that counter.caption always gets updated the moment you put data. So the next time you press the entry button, it goes to the second row. So what we can do here is we can do counter number. So this will update the same, and let's try and run it. We'll copy the headers just to as a contingency, and let's see how it works. We'll say ABC, unit books are 2, phone number 33, product is TV, region could be East, and service could be AWS, or AWS is okay. So we see that there is error. Let's see what's the error. uh, okay, so now, okay, so what it says that we did not change it to 0. It is very important. So we'll go back, we'll run ABC, unit books are 2, phone number 33, TV East, and service could be AWS. And let's see. So as I told you that it's better to copy the because once anything which is punched by VBA, you would not be able to come back. We'll close it up. We'll paste. So we have lost the headers. No worries, because we have written 0 here instead of 1. We should have written it 1. No problem. We can go back. We do 1 here and quickly go into name of the customer. Right, product, region, service, phone number, and units booked. Okay, now in order to call that, so thank God this happened. So what you can do is, rather you can make a button here only and then call that form, or what you can do is you can make a VB code in a way the moment the workbook opens, that form will open. Let's make a button here as well, so that you would not get any issues when it comes to calling up that form. So you can go into this one, you can call, or you can make button like here. There's another option, developer option, that you can enable. Through that you can have the button. If you want to see that option, let me pull that one. Go into options, go into your customize tool, you can go into developer, and now you'll see a button option which can help you call that form. So you can call this one. So as I was telling you that you need to remember, so how do you address the widget? So this is user form 1. So if you would write user form 1 dot show, and you'll do this, and the moment you press this button, you will see this has started working. East, and with the AWS, and see, this is how things will work for you. So through this you would not make any mistakes, and you would know what each text box addressed to, so you would not get confused. You can have drop down list as well, so that people don't get confused. If you want to see how to make that drop down list in VBA forms or user forms, you can simply put a comment and I'll make sure that I make a video on that. You can have the same on service as well, on region. You can also make filters to check whether numbers are getting input here or not, or whether text are getting input here or not. If you want to check out all those options, you just give me a shout out in the comments below, and I'll make sure that I make a video on the same. Thank you for tuning in. Please like the video, please share the video as much as you can, and would request you to press the subscribe button. This will greatly help us and motivate us to make